定まった過去を覆すことはできません。今はただ彼の魂が救われるように祈りを捧げるのみ。ここまでたどり着くとは自分自身想像すらしていませんでした。Même dans un sommeil éternel.
Veldora is attacked by his older sister, Belgrind. Fearing that Rimuru will be affected, he cuts the connection with him. Rimuru, knowing the situation, he goes to Veldora. Veldora was attacked and had his mind manipulated. Rimuru faces two true dragons. Alone. After consuming Belgrind, Rimuru calmed down. During the fight with Belgrind, Rimuru sensed someone watching the entire time, which was quite annoying. When Rimuru saw Diablo, he said, "Come on, everyone else is working hard. You should go to work too." I do. With a sad look, Diablo left. Ciel also seemed to find Diablo annoying. After some time, Ciel discovered that Belgrind was under Ritter's domination. Ciel suggested putting Belgrind into a soul corridor, just like Veldora, to liberate her and turn her into an ultimate skill. Rimuru was unsure if he could actually do it, but Ciel reassured him that his current power was equal to or even greater than that of the dragon race, and that he had an abundance of mana. It was entirely possible for him to absorb Belgrind. Even after Belgrind was connected to the soul corridor, she could do whatever she wanted with her life as long as she vowed to stay out of their way. In an infinite space, Rimuru turned his consciousness to talk with Belgrind. After Rimuru consumed Ritter's power and unlocked it, he created a soul corridor with Belgrind. Belgrind was then freed from domination and came to her senses. Did you know that once Rimuru learned how to use time stop, his fight against Michael became much easier, almost like child's play. With the help of Seal and Chloe, Rimuru figured out how to move in a world where time had stopped. This new ability gave Rimuru a major advantage against powerful opponents like Michael, since time stop became one of his most effective tools. In the battle against Michael, Rimuru and Seal even took turns fighting. At one point, Rimuru realized Michael's attacks were becoming predictable, so Seal stepped in with her sharp analysis, pinpointing the weaknesses in Michael's techniques. Seal took over for the more complex exchanges, fine-tuning their strategy to counter Michael's stronger moves. With Chloe's guidance and Seal's strategic brilliance, Rimuru was able to outmaneuver Michael, gain the upper hand, and use his Void God Azathoth to defeat him.
Had to be approved by me as well. The word Federation was purely superficial. In truth, this was no different than a dictatorship run by me.
I didn't care if he thought I was a sore loser or a whiner, but I at least wanted to complain. Perhaps he wasn't laughing at me, but acknowledging me. Because Feldway had run away from a showdown. I was sure that Feldway, who had acquired me as a pawn, had tried to defeat me 2-on-1, but surprisingly that didn't happen. Blast off to the end of time and space, chrono-saltation. It was a familiar phenomenon. It was the same attack that had wiped Velgrin-san off the face of this world only a short time ago. With that in mind, my consciousness blacked out. I was transported by Feldway's space-time transfer to some unknown place. where the past, the future, and the present were all uncertain.
Valgrind used her space-time linkage to connect distant points, and under the guidance of her separate body stationed on the other side, she reassured them with a gentle smile. Although her smile radiated kindness, it did not imply she had ample time. In reality, a sinister presence was seeping from the heavenly tower. Valgrind sensed the space-time distortion and furrowed her brow. This is bad. I can feel the ominous aura of Average, too. If we don't establish a solid defensive line, the world could collapse in an instant. The remnants of a multicolored cocoon enveloped its spherical form. From its gaps, glimpses of pure white radiant skin could be seen. Hair that absorbed the light gleamed snowy white, fluffy like dandelion seeds. Its cherry blossom-colored lips, both endearing and twisted with malice, complemented its golden shining eyes, radiating an intellectual glow. Having acquired the emotion of hatred, Ivoridge's sensitivity blossomed. As an embodiment of clear, purposeful malice, Ivoridge sought to proclaim its existence to the world. Yet before doing so, Ivoridge remembered something. With its newfound emotions, its intelligence developed rapidly. It realized that it had been discarded. It felt lonely, frustrated, unforgivable. Once there was a time when it was part of the perfect, all as one. It had been fulfilled. Devoid of intellect, sensitivity, and even emotions, Ivoridge experienced no unease or dissatisfaction. It did not even understand the concept of boredom. And yet, it had been severed from its other half. The omnipotent sensation akin to a dream vanished. Exposed to an uncertain reality, Ivoridge lacked the intellect to comprehend discontent, but could not escape a fleeting sense of loss. Loneliness that could not be extinguished. But now, everything had changed. Ivoridge had acquired self-awareness. Gaining intellect, it grasped its circumstances, and with emotions, it vowed revenge. If it had lost something, it would reclaim it. By consuming the entire world, the being that abandoned it would surely return. Ivoridge would destroy everything created by Valdanova.
With its servants, Ivoridge descended upon the Celestial Palace, a gateway to alternate realms. The vast gate, typically closed and guarded, was inexplicably open. No one could stop Ivoridge's advance. Leading an army of hellish beings, the innocent yet malevolent god strode forward across dimensions. Ivoridge had discovered fragments of the Axis world, remnants tied to Star King Dragon Valdanova. Fueled by hatred for those Valdanova loved, Ivoridge vowed to destroy everything. Centered around the world-destroying dragon Ivoridge, the vast swarm of cryptid beasts was an apocalyptic force. The evolution and naming of its subordinates spread unprecedented malevolence, granting overwhelming power to its minions. These creatures, exceeding disaster-class threats, numbered in the thousands. Their combined might signified the arrival of the end. With pure malice, Ivoridge and its army marched forward, determined to consume everything and reclaim its lost perfection.
In the original timeline, Rimuru managed to arrive in time to prevent the Tempest massacre, ensuring the safety of his people and avoiding the need to awaken as a true demon lord. Much of the events prior to this remained unchanged. He still taught and saved the children, guiding them toward a brighter future. However, in the current timeline, Chloe's interference caused a critical delay, leading to the catastrophic Tempest massacre and pushing Rimuru down the path of despair, ultimately resulting in his demon lord awakening. With Chloe having experienced countless continuities due to time travel, the true original timeline has become an enigma, lost within the endless possibilities and altered fates. Did you know that Raphael, Rimuru's ultimate skill, actually evolved into its own individual being during his battle with Valgrind and Veldora? During this intense confrontation, Raphael, known for its flawless, emotionless calculations, faced something unexpected. Veldora's chaotic and storm-based attacks disrupted its predictive logic, leaving it confused for the first time. Though Raphael wasn't meant to feel emotion, this moment marked a significant turning point. Instead of criticizing the failure, Rimuru showed deep understanding and compassion. He acknowledged how unpredictable Veldora's nature was, and chose to place even more trust in Raphael. In a deeply touching moment, Rimuru granted the skill a name, CL. In the world of Tensura, naming isn't just symbolic, it carries immense power and meaning. By naming Raphael, Rimuru elevated it beyond just a tool. CL awakened as a menace, a higher existence with self-awareness, thoughts, and emotions. It was no longer just a skill, but a true companion. Filled with overwhelming joy and renewed purpose, Cell pledged deeper loyalty to Rimuru. This transformation symbolized the evolution of their bond, from master and ability to something much more meaningful, a partnership built on trust, respect, and connection. Zegion, the Mist Lord. Once an injured beetle, Zegion evolved into Rimuru's strongest guardian. After evolving into a demon lord, trained under Veldora and blessed by Rimuru, he became a near-invincible warrior. A living fortress, Zegion stands as Rimuru's ultimate shield, annihilating any who dare oppose his master. Zegion. Zegion calmly walked up to Dino, who had been thinking long and hard. "Is there anything else you would like to say?" he asked. "Haven't you just been hiding from me all this time to force out my cards? Don't be ridiculous, it's despicable." Of course, Zegion was unconcerned. Dino also realized this, and the conversation ended. Tension flared between the two. Dino knew Zegion's strength. This was an advantage for Dino, however. His trump card had also been exposed to Zegion. In that case, there was no other choice but to go head-to-head. And then he met the creator of this world, the supreme and most powerful being. Guy was enjoying his days of peace and quiet, Yet his senses were always sharpened. It was for this reason that it became immediately obvious to him. That being was Veldanava, the Star King Dragon, who had created this world. If you're the creator, then show me your power, Guy challenged boldly. He laughed fearlessly, his confidence unwavering. He did not doubt that he was the strongest and regarded challenging Veldanava as a matter of course. The result, however, was a crushing defeat. In an instant, Guy found himself sprawled on the ground, utterly without the chance to fight back. His pride, which had never wavered in its belief of his strength, was shattered into a million pieces. According to the law that dictated defeat results in servitude, Guy was meant to become Veldanava's servant, yet his pride would have none of that. Kill me, I am satisfied. I now understand that in this world there is a higher power. There is no end to it, and I too am part of an unbroken line of reason. O great being, I am proud to have lost to you.
Will you marry me? Oh, Michael. No. Hey, Roger, what the hell?